morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Guys, I hope this video is going to find you when you're doing fine and in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end. So let me know where you're watching this video from, which country, which continent. And I'm coming live from the Middle East and everything is fantastic. So guys, let's just dive in straight away. Mayuguno has spoken out. And the kind of what is exuded is a kind of a parting shot and a warning to the haters going forward. While delving into this video, the warnings to the haters know themselves, are the well people who are known, are known to the majority on this YouTube street, if ever you've been existing in this vlog. I won't dive straight to mention them, but I will deliberate on the message that Mayuguno has put forth to the haters. So haters, beware. The most shocking and grotesque information that we are getting that is reaching my desk now, that Matiko has relapses just immediately from rehab. So everything that David Jr. did is just been reduced to zero. And that alone itself tells you how ungrateful some people could be. That again, it tells you how the lazy gang and the haters are to the detrimental to other people's life. The fact of the matter that people sometimes would come and ask the question, what was the rush that Matiko was being discharged out from the rehab? I also said the Matiko's discharge was premature. Well, we'll dive into that conversation going forward. So guys, if you're coming across this YouTube for the very first time and this video for the very first time, kindly click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you. You can mind also subscribe. Let's dive in after. My name is Zach and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, let's dive in straight away. The shocking and grotesque issue that is before my desk now, that Matiko has relapses immediately. The question that begs now are bugging people's mind. Why is it so early? Why now? I remember when Matiko was discharged, I came up and did a reaction and told people that the lazy gang who discharged Matiko out of that hostel, they were not for Matiko's help. You know, at times, some people can pretend to be helping you, yet they are destroying you. That is what they're saying about David Jr., yet it's the opposite. It is the lazy gang who are to the detrimental of Matiko. Right from day one, they were against Matiko being taken to a rehab. Right from the day one, they were against Matiko being cancelled and being helped. Now that Matiko's discharge was rushed and was brought back to the village without a plan, that alone has made it so easier for Matiko to relapse so fastly, because there was no guided plan. Because most of the people who have gone the 12 stages of rehab and cleansing of alcohol, if you know, alcoholism is a disease, and being an alcoholic anonymous itself is a disease that requires the 360 degrees compound treatment. That one inclusive of mental health. That's why sometimes when I kept down and I listened To where its Ernest was saying Matiko was admitted as a mental, because they don't know, they don't have the wherewithal to detect that for the people who are abusing drugs, these are disease, and their psychological and their mental health also needed to be checked, so that the 360 degrees cleansing should be done. So it's a comprehensive treatment that involves 12 steps. The problem, until when such these people, when the doctor will be recommending your discharge, the doctor will recommend your discharge with a subsequent kind of follow-ups, such that when you're put back home, you're put back home under the leadership, under the guidance of a trained personnel. It could be a family member who have just been given maybe some short kind of 3 days training, because you'll be briefed what to do and what to expect. Matiko was discharged out of a mere negative vexations and outcry, which were never true. Because the Vijuna explained to us what really made him not to go and discharge Matiko at that point, because the sponsor that was partnering with withdrew, because the sponsor wanted some kind of favors that David Jr. couldn't provide. So David Jr. withdrew and decided to send this partner all her money back. And that is the premise why David Jr. took long, because David Jr. was building. At the same time, David Jr. also was waiting to get the YouTube salary so that he could go and discharge Matiko. Another thing why David Jr. was delaying, it was David Jr. wanted to set back home a conducive environment that Matiko will fall back, either to find a job that he's doing and to find a conducive environment where there's not too much liquor. But the negative naysayers, either acting foolishly with a lot of vivid emotions, couldn't consider that when a drunkard or an alcoholic anonymous being taken back home, there are some other kind of social amenities that must be prepared back at home to aid Matiko's growth, to aid Matiko recovery and never to relapse. With them, Matiko's mom complained that he wants the son. So with them, with emotion, David Jr. has sold the son to other people and was given money. To them, David Jr. has abandoned Matiko to the hospital. Therefore, they needed acting out of verbiage, emotions that are never helping. So where is Matiko as we speak? Words of this in the street, it's said that Matiko has gone back to a drinking spree. And Matiko is drinking so stupor, then is a drunken master. In fact, at this moment, it's even higher because it will skyrocket. It will skyrocket. At this point, whom are we supposed to blame? The blame squarely lies at the hands of the lazy gang. The blame squarely lies at the hand of the lazy gang, the Matiko's family, and the Matiko himself. Most of the times, Matiko himself can't be blamed because at that time, psychologically, he's not okay. Psychologically, he was homesick. He wanted something for the road. But this is the things that the naysayers cannot know. Because anything David Jr., anything Amor was, anything these, the Ondaris family touches, whether it's good, they will never agree to it. That thing must just be dismantled. It's when they will massage their ego. At the comment section, because Gintu was the one who was revealing. And again, I also think about it, because I haven't seen Matiko. I'm acting on a tip-off of the naysayers, because Gintu featured it. But again, I'm also thinking of it. There are other things that Matiko was promised by Gintu. In front of the camera, people were saying that he has offered Matiko a full-time job that where he will be paid monthly. Now, the coming out of Gintu at this particular time that Matiko has relapses, has gone back to the drinking spree, could mean a hidden hand that Gintu don't want to keep up with the promise. Because if Gintu himself doesn't have a job, where does Gintu going to get a job to give Matiko and pays Matiko monthly? Of course, none. If it's a construction site, we all know Matiko. Matiko cannot do any hard job. That's automatic. So Gintu pronouncing himself that he's going to give Matiko full-time job. It was a clever move so that people could trust Gintu, so that Gintu also could play dalliance to majority of people that it's reciprocating. And in that video, Gintu got lump sum of amount of money, super chats, and all of it for having good heart. Now, it has not taken even 1 week. Gintu has come out with a narrative that Matiko is gone back to the digging spree. That he called Matiko for a job, Matiko didn't show up. I'm reading something that Matiko perhaps might have gone because of the frustration. He was promised a job, and Gintu is not up to the promise, cannot keep up the promise. Gintu cannot provide a job. Just basically, Gintu does not have a job. That is it. And that's a matter of fact. On the other hand, Mayuguno has come out to speak. And the kind of exudations that Mayuguno has put forth on this YouTube street, it's about her life experience with the wife and with the child Precious. Mayuguno is telling us the ordeal of how the friends have come to subdue him. How the friends whom he put so close are stand against him big time. Mayuguno had addressed that not once, not twice, but several times. But again, in the videos, in this video, Mayuguno spoke about it. So Mayuguno is telling us one fundamental thing. He's telling us, yes, is not Ayamarwa, though Ayamarwa is helping him. He was doing that kind of comparison when it comes how Ayamarwa deals with the people who still take the name. He said, Ayamarwa will stop at the doorstep of the police. He will take with the police. Mayuguno says, with him, he won't take with the police. He can decide to fight you, a silent war that you'll have to regret in your entire life. If you see a man talks like that, simply means that thing has really pricked her heart. It's not like Mayuguno doesn't want people to talk about him. He said he has got no problem if you want to attack him, no problem. The only issue, leave his child out of it. Leave the family and the mother and the father out of it. Because that one is a no-go zone. That one would mean you're trading on a dangerous or a fatal zone that Mayuguno will decide. He will just keep quiet, but he will fight you so silently. And that's why sometimes I happen to tell people, before you start initiating a war and wagging your tail ready to fight, get to know whom you fight. Get to know whom. Because some people are just silent, then they fight silently. Then they will have to pounce when you least expect them. Perhaps let's listen to Mayuguno's message.
We decided to beef her. So she was out. Even she has been get married with someone. I've been here that she has been get married, and I hear even she was pregnant. I don't know much about it, but I don't want to speak about that. So that is coming after me bring my daughter my home. Then they come to talk from me with his friend and everything. Me, I don't have much to speak about it, but things I need to do. You guys be respected with my daughter. I need to. If you need, you can abuse me and the way you need. talk about me, but my family, my daughter, that is my own blood, which one I struggling with, I pass in the tough life with. So I don't want to make those people can start hang their mouth out. If he's a man can't do something like that, walk around looking some fake news to make people trust him and at least he can be a winner. Me, I don't fear the man. Me, I've been a fighter. Me, I've been someone who almost died. So I always present myself to be a good guy. I don't want to go back in the way where I was. But if someone want to touch me, touch my family, I always be reacting. Yeah. So I don't want to make that. I make that in peace. And people must be respected. You don't know me. I mean, I come in that village like a stranger. Finally, God help me. But if someone want to show that things, me, I can't play with you. Like you see, I am Mara and others. Me, I get support from I am Mara, but I'm not I am Mara. Mara will react on the police and everything. Me, I will play silent and they will regret on your life. I believe that. So be respected with my family. And I always told people that if I support you, me, no matter you are big and everything. So let us enjoy our life outside. And I don't want to speak bad about everything.
It's now coming
I
forth the regret of having put so close friends in his life. He said these are the friends who are responsible for separation between him and the wife. He said these are the friends who have even impregnated the wife and took away the child. Mayuguno is telling us these are the friends who made sure that all us is secret is full out of there with a lot of lies just because some sponsors were using these people just to vanquish Mayuguno. Mayuguno also is saying there were some sponsors who came into his life to help, but to gather information and to devolve what we call the divide and rule. And that's how Mayuguno found himself at the peripheral end, and the wife also at that peripheral end. Separation was the ordeal between them. He said other sponsors are never up to good. They will help you, they will dictate your life. If you stand on your principle, then they will have to sponsor other people to taint your name. And that is what really happened to Mayuguno. And that's why Mayuguno is telling people that you cease mentioning my child's name. You cease mentioning my family's name. You better attack him, but leave the family out of it. He's saying the other reactors who are well known of traversing from one point to the other, who will come to the village to interview even the child and the wife. You all know the first person who went and did the video. Then the third party, the second and third party came. Then these are the people who are being used to fight Mayuguno. So Mayuguno is just revealing this message to you, that he's not afraid. The fact that he's an alien in Nyaboanze does not give you a right to start attacking his family. That do not take his silence for weakness. He said he wants to live in the street, and he doesn't want to go back to that kind of a life. But if you people want him to explore the street life, the street fight, therefore he can do. But he has chosen peace. His silent would otherwise mean not absence of war, but somebody who wants to pounce at you when you least expect it. So this is a parting shot to the warners, to the haters or the naysayers, particularly to Isgintu. That was the message directly forwarded to you. You listen to it, because you are the person peddling all these lies around Mayuguno, plus all other village stooges around who are hell-bent of always doing all this kind of an attack. So that is the message. This is why sometimes I tell little people, avoid this village drama. Avoid people's child. Avoid people's wife. If you have any beef with Mayuguno, direct to him, but devoid of the child. That's Mayuguno's child. It's just because when some other people are promised land, that's why I used to tell people, land is something so very emotive in Kenya. And it's a very primal thing, a primal thing that an ordinary person, whether you're from the poor family, that's the thing that you hold. It's something that can open your doors. Because I know of families who had large tracts of land. But when they start disposing the lands and started a business, that is what really opened their eyes. And as now, they're living a life that you couldn't imagine. Land. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is Mayno.